morning. Welcome to CATEX TV. My name is Frank Fortunato. Today is Thursday, June 23rd, 2016. If you want to follow us on Twitter, please go to CATEX TV. Today is the day. 46 million registered UK voters have the opportunity to go to polling stations to read this referendum. Should the United Kingdom remain a member of the European Union or leave the European Union? Oddsmakers are still believing that the vote is going to be to remain. The odds are about 86% now, according to Betfair, that the UK voters will vote to remain. The financial markets apparently agree. The pound has reached its highest level in a year, and stock markets are up as well. Commentators are saying that it's perfectly possible that England will vote to leave, but that London, as the capital city, and Scotland and Northern Ireland will vote to remain. And that population imbalance will ultimately outweigh the balance of England. It all depends also on turnout. It's estimated that the Leave campaign people are more dedicated and are going to vote no matter what weather. The Remain campaign supporters are viewed to be a bit softer, and that is now causing concern because there has been very bad weather in London and southeastern England earlier today. Torrential rain and thunderstorms has caused flooding in parts of London. There's been major rail disruption as well to a number of networks, including trains coming into Victoria and London Waterloo. A number of tube lines have also been affected, including the outright closure of the Central Line. The Environment Agency has issued 7 flood warnings for rivers in London and Essex and more than 40 flood alerts across southeastern England. 5 foreign workers were among a group of men kidnapped in an ambush in Nigeria earlier today. The kidnapping occurred near the Cameroonian border when 3 Australians, a New Zealander, a South African, and 2 Nigerians who worked for the Australian mining company McMahon Holdings were kidnapped. The kidnapping occurred with apparently as many as 30 armed men who attacked an armed convoy. McMahon is a leading Australian company that offers mining services globally. They're traded on the Australian Stock Exchange, and they suspended trading just after they made the announcement of the kidnaps. Kidnapping undoubtedly will be covered by kidnap and ransom insurance that undoubtedly McMahon has. We don't know which insurer has the policy yet. Florida's state-backed insurer Citizens has obtained a rate increase of 6.8% for homeowners insurance. Now, that might be interesting, you say, because there have been no hurricanes in Florida, but what there has been in Florida and what's particularly affected citizens is a growing problem with assignment of benefits abuse. Assignment of benefits abuse in the case of Citizens particularly affects water remediation. People who are unscrupulous contractors who knock on the door of homeowners and suggest that any sort of mold damage or minor flooding type damage that occurs in their basements or first floors can be remediated by the installation of heat dryers, as well as ripping out of plasterboard and restoration of a number of other things in order to eliminate all of the rot and all of the mold. They'll be willing to do all this at no cost to the homeowner if the homeowner signs a piece of paper which assigns the benefits that could be paid by his insurer for this covered remediation work. Most homeowners happily agree. The work is then performed. The insurer, which has never approved the work, been notified of the claim, or is even aware of the certified status or lack thereof of the contractor, finds itself owing money. Litigation then ensues. The costs continue to mount. The assignment of benefit issue was a key problem for reinsurers on the July 1 renewals run-up, because reinsurers were determined to differentiate between Florida insurers that had stronger protections in the assignment of benefit clauses and those that didn't. The Egyptian investigative team devoted to piercing the black boxes of Flight 804, which crashed in the Mediterranean, have had the black boxes now for about 6 days, and they haven't been able to get any information out of them. The Wall Street Journal is saying that officials in Egypt seem to be struggling to get the devices which sustained some damage ready for analysis. They're trying to figure out how to short circuit, no pun intended, the saltwater damage that's been done. The work is being witnessed by French and American officials. Flight data recorder will hopefully have been able to have stored technical parameters for the last 25 hours of the flight, of the plane's operation, I should say, which will include the flight. Powerful storms left a trail of damage in the Chicago area last night. The National Weather Service reports that as many as 18 tornadoes touched down in the Chicago area. Heavy rain and lightning forced about 50,000 soccer fans at Soldier Field in Chicago to take cover as a Copa America semifinal soccer match between Chile and Colombia was interrupted for about 2.5 hours. The match resumed at about 10:30 p.m. About a mile away, the Navy Pier, a major tourist attraction, had been closed because of a major lightning strike, forcing bystanders to scatter. And then yesterday, a Delta flight, a Los Angeles-bound jet from San Antonio, heading to LAX, had to be diverted to Tucson, Arizona with a fighter escort. 2 F-16s were scrambled. The reason? A passenger got up and began to wander aimlessly around the cabin, speaking in an unintelligible manner, slurring his words, standing by the cockpit door, refusing to move and refusing to return to his seat. The other passengers were inconvenienced as the plane was safely brought down in Tucson, forced to deplane and then go through security again. The man was taken away by security officials. I don't know about you, but if I had an important event to go to in Los Angeles and some man refused to sit down and the alternative was to go to Tucson, I would make sure he sat down. Next time we speak, we'll know the results of the British referendum. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.